After crossing the Pacific, they finally hit the Gulf of Alaska and some heavy weather.
Okay, tips on using the head.
But after 19 days, they made landfall at Kodiak Island. Last week in the middle of the Pacific, they had to heave to several times to work on the engine, change the oil, and fix the water pump. Then the hydrovane, he tried to abandon ship.
I didn't bring any powdered sugar for glaze.
Somebody got into them already. Yum.
Day it is, we know what angle that should be. This will show you the sun, this will show you the horizon. And then you have these different shades that flick up and down. And basically these, if you're looking into the sun, you want to have a lot of these shades, and you just kind of play around with them until you have a really good contrast with the sun and the horizon. So if you sight down here, you'll be able to see the reflection down here of the increments and also the picture of it in the mirror. You're looking underneath this tube here, yeah, and you're looking at this down here.
Well, I thought they were 2 per line.
Yeah, so the first one is 0, the second one is 2.
Okay, that's the third. It's the third. Not 0, 1, 2.
Alaska. We're going to do some sailing into the wind here because our engine quit. I guess the water was so low in the batteries we couldn't start it. I've got some different theories on what happened, but we'll see. 25 knots. Alright, we're going to get the sails furled and motor into the wind here for a while.
Okay, you want to tack?
I'm going to furl the head sail first and then we'll tack.
Okay. Let thumbs up, tack.
Okay, he says go ahead.
Oh, we got some heavy weather. Nathan's trimming the sails in heavy weather.
A little wet out there, huh?
You seem to get hit by that big wave.
Yeah.
You look like you're on the deadliest catch.
Not looking good in here. A lot of yucky water. Not sure what it is. Not sure if I want to find out. Okay. Tips on using the head. Well, on a starboard tack in 12-foot seas with 25 knots of wind. Kind of like being inside a washing machine. That's not a good place to do your business either. I think number one would be, if at all possible, skip it. If that, however, is unavoidable, I recommend that first thing you do is find good places to hang on first. Make sure there's nothing in your hands that is unnecessary. Drop your drawers with one hand, not both. Otherwise, you might end up kissing the sink or the door or the head. After that, carefully sit down, brace yourself. prepared to do your business. Try at all costs to stay on the head while you're doing your business, because you don't want to have to clean up a mess afterwards. Once you're done with your business, very carefully grab the toilet paper, racing with one hand to do the paperwork. Worst case scenario is, hey, that pair of underwear needed to be thrown away anyway. After that, get up, get out as fast as you can, because you're likely to be tossed all over the place.
The other thing you have to be careful of on a strong tack in heavy winds is that all of the stuff in the potty stays to the low side of the boat. So you're going to have to time your flushes with the waves so that it's all in the middle.
Well, we can kind of see land. We have right now about 27 knots of wind, pretty rough seas. We're actually changing our course a little bit. We're going to head behind Stitnack Island and work on the motor, which right now is not starting because the batteries are not strong enough to turn it over. See if we can't get a little bit of shelter, get out of some of this wind and high waves for a bit to have a little bit more calm to work down below. First sighting of land.
Land ho!
We made Old Town Harbor last night, landfall.
Morning.
Morning, how are you?
Good, good. Now he's from Anchorage, so he crewed with me from Hawaii. And then I got another guy in here crewing with me from Wisconsin.
Nice looking boat.
Well, thank you, sir.
But it handles the rough stuff pretty good, huh?
It did pretty well. It did pretty well. It doesn't sail that well, but we certainly got 3 or 4 days of full sailing in. But it's basically a motorboat with a little extra, sail on it.
What kind of range do you have then?
I've got 500 gallons, and so I get about 2,500 mile range motoring.
Wow, that's pretty darn good.
So I think we only went through probably about 300 gallons because we sailed the rest.
It's our actual first landfall since the whole passage. 2,200 miles here. Got in last night about 5 a.m. Alaska time. We got in here. Rusty has cell service. I don't. My cell phone still doesn't work. All right, how far do you want to go with it?
Got to be about the height of the transit.
And I did it without falling in or capsizing. It's a good sign. And we're off.
No more. We caught some marlin coming in from Hawaii.
Did you?
Yeah, so it's
From
about,
Hawaii on your sailboat?
yeah.
Yeah, all
How
three.
long was that?
12 days.
Not 12
Maybe
days.
longer.
No, 19. It took us 19.
Yeah.
We're,
Well,
on a
the
sailboat.
other-
We're in a sailboat.
Yeah, one sailboat took him 12 days.
Well, this
He
is
got some nice weather though.
Yeah.
He said.
Yeah.
It's, the other guy that was here on the double catamaran,
Uh-huh.
they got their asses kicked. They said they got that shit beat on them.
Yeah. Last 2 days were pretty tough. We had a blow that came through here.
Yeah.
I mean, we hit it head on. We motored straight through it, and it was for a day and a half.
Yeah.
Yeah, well, he's going out to check the crab pots, and he said he'd give us some extra fish. He had one.
Looks like we got some seals being tanned. So this old church here survived the 1964 earthquake and tsunami. This stuff here, Alaska Devil's Club. Not good. These though are wild raspberries. Not quite ripe yet. You can see Kikumu right out there between the two church spires. We got the town dogs and
Hey, all the
Town
puppies are coming
pig.
out to greet us. Hey, buddy, what do you say? What do you say, huh?
town
Oh,
pig.
look at this. The town pig's coming out, too.
Old Harbor is an isolated fishing village on Kodiak Island with a population just over 200 people. It has its origins in the era of Russian conquest of the indigenous people in 1784.
Yeah, this is a Crocodile Dundee knife here.
Ah, now that's a knife. Right there, that's a knife. Let's see if I can get any of this stuff off. Yeah, let's get into the wind so it goes into my face, Nate.
They're off to go hike up a creek and see if they can find a bear.
As a sourdough, I don't look for bears without a gun. That's for chachacos.
I'm going to hang out here today with the sea otters and the eagles. All the birds. Little Rookery Island over there.
In rural Alaska, often the only way to reach communities is by sea or air. This plane landed on the water behind us. Alaska has 1 plane per 60 people compared to 1 per 400 in the rest of the United States. Shore leave.
No fish, no bears. Great, all the rocks come down, makes it like a regular river. Okay, here we go. Hands up.
Yeah.
Down the log ride.
Here we go.
Six Flags.
Leaving Kong Island.